would you move to an area just because of the riding? Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome to Motorcycle Den, and today we are talking about moving to areas that have great riding. Me and Mrs. Den has had this conversation several different times. You know, we're getting a little bit older. Well, I am. Mrs. Den's not. You know, we're thinking about retirement, possibly moving somewhere warmer.
He
And
hates the cold.
yes, I cannot stand the cold. I guess I'm looking at it from a rider's standpoint, and I want to be close to some great riding. Now, Mrs. Den has another theory that you don't pick a place just because of the roads.
Nope.
And I just think that's crazy, but
I think it's crazy that you would. It's like, there's other things to consider, not just that. And that is your main one priority.
yeah, that's
Those roads. That's too flat. I don't want to go there.
I think that's perfectly fine to do. And this is no offense, guys. I know a lot of people live in Florida. And you know, they do have great weather. But I would not move to Florida because it's flat and the roads are straight. That's the way I view it. And like I said, it's nothing against, you know, Florida or the people that live there. When I'm visualizing in my head is, you know, where's great riding,
Corners.
you know. Now out west, there's a lot of neat places, but I don't know if we can afford that because it's a little more expensive. You know, when you live in an area, if you don't make a lot of money, you know, like we live in Ohio, so it's not like we could move out west and we would be fine. I mean, we would be okay when we retire living here or somewhere comparable, but you know, you start talking at Arizona, California, those places are pretty expensive from what I hear. And or even New York City area. And we just couldn't afford it. You know, and we want warmer weather. So I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of North Carolina. You know, you're close to the Blue Ridge Parkway, Smoky Mountains. There's a lot of great ride down there. There, Tennessee. But somewhere in that vicinity. I mean, possibly a little further south, but somewhere close to that area.
What are you saying close? Like within 100 miles of it? Or are you talking
Yeah.
a day ride of it?
Well, I'm thinking within two hours of it. 75 to 100 miles from it. 'Cause
That
we're
surprises me. I figured you'd want it closer.
depends, you know. I mean, we haven't really looked around, so I would take other things in consideration. I just don't want to, you know, I don't want to move where there's a ton of people.
Well, no. To clarify that, though. You would move that. North Carolina is where these roads are and it's mountainous. That's what you want. We don't care about the ocean. We're not really like big water people. We're more like lake people. But once you get that area, then you'll add in the other things. You don't add them in there until it has to meet that criteria with the roads for motorcycles.
Well, yeah, I agree. I'm glad you agree.
No, I don't agree. I'm
Huh?
saying that's how you think.
Oh, that's how I think. I thought
Yeah.
you were agreeing. I thought that's
No,
what you said.
no,
That's
no.
what you wanted.
No.
Well, I got a few years to work on her, so. Well, what do you think should be the first thing to consider, Mrs. Den?
Well, I was like putting it in my head, but you know, we have two sons. If we move states away, I'd kind of want them to go with us.
I mean, they
You know what I mean? It's like I don't want, you know what I mean, to travel a whole day just to see our kids. Because too, at some point, we're gonna have grandkids.
Oh man.
I may have to snatch them and take them with us.
Well, maybe we
You know
can
what I
talk
mean?
them into moving like a state or two south.
Closer. And, you know, or maybe we could buy like a big plot of land. And then they could have a corner each.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to move that close to us. One of
Well,
them might.
if you get it big enough, there's trees and stuff in between.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about being their next door neighbor, but
One of them might do it, but I don't know about the other one. He might be
Yeah.
like, not happening.
I would think when he has kids, he's gonna be like, my mom can take care of the kids while we work.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So, oh, Grammy's gonna work out pretty good then.
Grammy.
Yep. Or Meemaw. Maybe a
Meemaw?
Meemaw.
That's what I'm going to teach
We
him.
watched the Big Bang Theory, and on there, Sheldon calls his grandma Meemaw.
I'll teach him to call you Meemaw.
I'm gonna call you Poppy.
Poppy?
Pop. Yep.
That's fine. I don't mind that.
Yeah, but when they say Poopy instead of Poppy, that's gonna
Okay,
be
you
funny.
can call me Poopy. I don't care.
We don't even have grandkids yet. That's
Anyways.
funny.
But guys, we kind of veer off topic a lot of times if you haven't noticed. We try not to.
That's okay.
It happens. If you've moved or are thinking about moving after you retire or your later years, what do you consider? Would you move for a place just because of the riding, or what? Do you have a lot of things you would consider first, and then if it has good riding, okay? Or, I mean, there's some states that I just flat out couldn't move to. We're very fortunate. I mean, I complain about the weather some because the winters, I mean, they're not bad, but
Some years they are.
some years they can't.
Just depends on the year.
We have pretty good riding. Granted, this is a straight road, but you know, we knew that when we chose it. But we have a lot of good riding in Ohio, especially the southern and southeastern section. And in Kentucky.
Funny you say that, because we go to Kentucky more than we stay in Ohio.
Well, yeah, we do. And in Kentucky, absolutely. I was going to mention Kentucky.
What about Indiana? You love Indiana.
Kentucky is. I can't hear you. Kentucky is awesome state for riding. And Indiana's.
It is beautiful.
Southern
Kentucky.
Indiana has some good riding. Now, southern. Anywhere above that, if there's some great roads and you live in Little South Indianapolis or above, you know some great riding, let us know. Southern Indiana, it's nice, but that's about it for Indiana. Probably kept you long enough, and we appreciate everybody. Give us a like if you like this video, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't. It's free, and it helps us to keep making videos. So let us know, guys, if you're going to move, what things would you consider? And would you move somewhere just because of its riding? We'll talk to you later, guys. See ya.